There is a basic house in this world. This means that we cannot really control anything. We don't really control anything in this world. Still, we live under the illusion that we do control our life and everything around. We created this illusion so that life can be bearable, so that we can live and function in this world. And that's alright. But underlying all this false illusion is a basic house. We are the children of this basic house, and this basic house is all around us. Luckily, from time to time, our world, our life, give us a lesson. We find ourselves in a situation when we really see that we are absolutely helpless, that we cannot do anything, that we cannot change other people, that we cannot control this world, that whatever we do, we are helpless. We cannot control the outcome. We cannot do much. And these situations are good. The earth beneath us is disappearing, and we find ourselves in the space, floating in space. And I think this is a great preparation for future life. And this is a great lesson. So these moments are very precious, although we don't like them. In this moment we think that everything is under control. We have a job, family, maybe children. We have things to eat. Everything is as it should be. And I am happy if this is the case. But then just something little come, and we are helpless. Your wife can just get crazy. She starts to be schizophrenic, and you cannot talk with her anymore. She will not understand you, you don't understand her. Her actions are crazy, without logic. And there are no arguments which you can use. There is no logic which you can use in such a situation. Everything what you learned just don't help you. You learned a lot of things, but nothing really prepared for you for this. Or there can be an earthquake. Everything will just fall down. You have a good job, maybe company, you employ people. But then everything is gone. You have nothing. You created a good illusion. You created kind of stable world, and you thought everything is fine, nothing can happen to me or anybody whom I love. But then just something happened and everything is gone. And such a situation will definitely come when we will die. Everything what we created and what we rely on will just disappear. We will have nothing. Only the state of our mind. It's the only thing which is somehow stable, which can help us. Because when you are in this space which give you no guarantees, which doesn't really help you, then it is only the state of your mind. which can provide you with some comfort. That's the only thing you can really take with you. Otherwise, there is nothing. If you die, your family is not there, your friends are not there, and your money will not help you at all. You will have no food, you will have nothing. You will find yourself absolutely unprepared. And this will definitely happen. We think, well, but this is kind of abstract thing. Maybe I will die one day, but not today, not tomorrow. Or maybe death doesn't really exist. We can think like this, and we can kind of live with this illusion through all our life. We can think, it's alright, I will manage somehow. But then, also during our life, such a situation could come. Situation when we have no control, which are similar to the experience of death. Situations when there is nothing you can hold on. When everything that you learned in a school or you read in the books is just of no use. Then what can you do? How can you prepare for such a things? You cannot really prepare. You cannot really prepare. No. But you can somehow prepare for the situations where you cannot really prepare. I mean, you can try to be flexible. Just to think, what will happen with me when everything will just disappear? How will I react? That's somehow what you can do. And that could be quite helpful. And you can also, even now, see and try to understand this basic chaos which is everywhere. Because if you become a friend with it, or if you just accept this idea, then it can help. This can really help you a lot. Because then you will not blame anybody or anything. This is our basic pattern. If we find ourselves in a difficult situation, in something what we cannot control, we will start to blame. We think that if we will find somebody or something responsible, then maybe it can ease our problem, it can help us. And this is just an illusion. There's nobody really to blame. We are under the influence of the basic arrogance, basic chaos. We don't really know. Yeah, it's basic ignorance. We don't really know who we are, what is happening now, what will happen tomorrow, where we came from. We know nothing. We really actually know nothing. We don't know how this world was created. we don't know. So, and everybody is in this situation. And if we look around, we see that everybody is acting wrongly because of this basic ignorance. We do strange things because of the basic emotions which are here. And everybody feel these emotions like pride, anger, ignorance, desire. Everybody feel these things, and everybody act from these feelings, from these states of mind. We are all the same in this way. So whom could we blame? The people, or the basic ignorance, the desire itself? It's difficult to say. Actually, we cannot really blame anybody or anything. This is somehow the first thing which we can understand. Then it's already a little bit easier. You don't have to just blame your wife because she destroyed your life, because she get crazy, run away with a child, hurt herself, hurt everybody. You cannot really blame her, you cannot. She acts just like everybody else. She's being with the feelings and she cannot handle it. Yes, everybody acts a little bit differently, but more or less we act in a strange way, and we are creating the suffering. So this acceptance of the fact that there is nobody to blame is somehow the first thing what we can do to ease our problems. Then you can just look around the world and see, okay, I am in a basic house. I don't know who I am. They also don't know who they are. They act because of ignorance. I act because of ignorance. This is our basic situation. Whoever created it, how it happened, who made this, God or devil or some people or whoever, doesn't matter. It's just useless to think about these things. It's just some theology, philosophy. It doesn't help. The fact is that we are in the house. We are in a crazy world. It's just crazy. We cannot control things. Just now can come an earthquake and I just die, and this video is for nobody. And what to do? People say, oh wow, he just died, how strange. But it's like this. I cannot control it. Nobody can. So, yeah, this acceptance is the first thing. You can accept it or fight with it. And you can see what will come if you either accept it or fight with it. If you try to fight with it, you will get crazy. You will try to find somebody to blame. Well, maybe it's my father. Maybe it's my mother because she treated me badly. But probably it's my wife because she just gets crazy. I did everything for her and she's just crazy. She don't understand me. Yeah. Or whom can I blame? the earth, it's herself, because an earthquake come, well, you can do this, and you will just even get more and more angry and just desperate and sad. But why to follow this pattern? On the other hand, you can just say, alright, there's nobody to blame. It's okay. It is like it is. And if I will get angry with this basic situation, it will not help at all. I somehow came to this point. I just find myself here in this crazy world, in my crazy body, in my crazy mind, and this is my situation. So from this point of view, if you stop to blame others or some higher principle, or you stop to blame the system or the communists or democracy or whatever else, you stop with it and you find yourself here, and then you can feel a little bit free. Alright, I'm here. What to do next? Should I start to blame myself? Well, you don't have to do this. This is also stupid. You can do it and you can start to go deep into your life and see where you did mistakes, what you did wrong, how you should behave and everything this, yeah? Okay, if you do this a little bit, could be helpful sometimes, but it's not helpful at all in the long run. You blame yourself, okay, so you, instead of hurting others, you hurt yourself. It's also not very wise. But what you can do is, without blaming yourself or others, just took responsibility. You can just take responsibility for your life, for your basic situation. You can just say to yourself, alright, somehow I created this. I don't even know how it happened. I just find myself in this moment in a dream. I don't know how I entered this dream. I don't know how it happened that I'm just in a dream, but I am in a dream now. It's similar like when you have a lucid dream at night. You don't know that you are dreaming. You are just in some crazy world, fantastic world. Suddenly you find out, alright, I'm dreaming. Yeah. I'm actually awake now in a dream. And it's not necessary to blame yourself and think how it happened, how all of these happened, why I am here, how could I be so stupid to not know that I'm dreaming from the beginning, where's the problem? Well, it's not necessary. It's more wise to take next step and just take responsibility. Somehow it happened. Somehow I created this. I don't even know how it happened, but now I see. Somehow it's my doing. Yeah, this is what I created, and you can then start to create your future. Just be in this moment and just be cool. Yeah, just relax. That's the first thing to do. Okay, now I can relax. everything what I'm just doing right now is creating my future. I don't have to go anymore to that horror dark house. It is of course somehow very interesting. I would like to go there. I would like to see what is happening there. I would like to follow my desires, my anger and everything, but I don't have to do it anymore. Because these things, if I follow them, they will just create more and more suffering. Yes, it's just like in some horror movie where you see that the girl is in front of the dark house. There's definitely a monster inside. She don't really need to go there, but she just have to. Yeah, she's just pushed. She's curious. She want to know. She cannot just turn around and go away. No. She have to follow what she feel. Eh? We are in this situation. We think, okay, yeah, but I have to be angry in this moment. That's me. I love her. I have to go to her. I have to talk to her. I have to be with her. And I just have to follow my heart. Yeah. But this is not really very wise. It's not really following the heart. It's a desire. It's desire, anger, arrogance, kind of strange things. And we feel we have to follow these impulses, because these impulses, that's me. We have to go for it. Otherwise, my life is empty and I'm not even a human being. But the fact is that we don't have to follow these impulses. We don't have to follow our desire all the time. We can somehow a little bit stop and think wisely, think twice. We can think what we can gain, what we can lose if we go there and there, if we do this and this. We can always decide. And then we can slowly, bit by bit, become the masters of ourselves. Of course, not really, because even when our decisions are wise, we are still under the influence of ignorance. We still don't really know, but we can start to feel what is right. So we don't really have to follow all those impulses. Also, although we think that these things are the core of ourselves, but they are not. They are actually the false self. They were created. How it happened doesn't matter. These things are lost in a time without beginning. It is just like it is. We probably followed these tendencies from the time without beginning for millions of years. Yes. But now we don't have to do this anymore. Yes, we can a little bit separate ourselves from the impulses which are not wise. We can use a wisdom. Although I feel desire, although I feel the anger, I don't have to act from it. I can instead, for example, meditate. I can sit down and wait. And in meditation, for example, all those impulses will come. They will come, appear, and then disappear. And if we don't act from these impulses, they will not come back. Sometimes they may come back, but then they will anyway disappear. And this game will not go forever. Each time we don't react from the harmful impulses, we diminish their power. So there are things which we can do. Things like meditation, things like studying. There are a lot of books which can really explain our situation, which can really help us. There are teachers. There is beautiful nature around where we can go and relax from time to time. There are opportunities for most of the people, or at least half of the people in this world. We can use them. And then we will change something. Instead of following desires and basic patterns, we will follow the wisdom, the compassion, love. And in this way, our future will change. Maybe not immediately tomorrow. Maybe it will take some time. But we will change our future. And we will also help ourselves. And even then, if we find ourselves in absolute chaos, in crazy situations which we cannot possibly control, we will not get into panic. We will not get crazy. And we will not just crash down. We will already have some stability. And this will help us. This will really, really help us. So, meditation is not just some funny way of spending time, or just some avoidance of the life. It's not at all avoidance in any sense. It's not escapism. Absolutely not. It's exactly opposite of escapism. Maybe at the beginning it can look like this, because if you want to meditate you have to find some quiet place. But this you do so that you will become stronger, so that you can work inside yourself. Realistically, we need some quiet space. We are not as strong as Buddha in this moment, who can work with the people, or who can be alone in a cave and it's the same thing for him. We don't have yet this kind of stability. We need some quiet place, or some quiet time at the beginning. But this is definitely not escapism. This is a necessary step. First necessary step. And if you will do this for a certain time, for few years, then after, when you will find yourself in a difficult situation, you will find out that you already created something, that you already have some stability. Maybe you will not really feel it before, but in really hard situation you will find it out. Then you will see how useful was meditation, how useful was the time which you decide to spend with yourself, the time you decide not to follow your tendencies. And this will also help in a time of death. I cannot even imagine how it will be. It will definitely be difficult. And that's why I see that I have to work a lot. I have to work a lot to have more stable program during the day, to find some time for meditation every day. This is necessary. It's quite interesting. Some people used to say, well, meditation, I like it, but I don't have a time for such jokes. I mean, life is difficult. I don't have a time for it. Yeah, it's very nice if you are somewhere in monastery and some people take care of you, yeah, but I have to work. I don't have time. And it could be very nice just to sit and feel relaxed, but I definitely don't have time for it. And then they go and they watch movies, they go to pubs and all around. They have suddenly a lot of time to watch their favorite movies and everything. And then, yeah, you see that everything what they just said was a little bit strange. But it is like this, eh? And of course, you can understand this, because it's easier to just follow your tendencies, your so-called natural self. This is the most easy thing what we can do. It's always more easier to get angry or to not to listen to anybody than to follow your own tendency. It's always easier. But where it leads us, that's something what we can think about. Where does it all lead us? Yes, well, exactly, to suffering.